Hi, I'm Rich, your Vice President of Welfare and Community at the Students' Union. This is my December report and my first video report. One of my manifesto points was I want to make sure that the Student Union works with and for you, whoever you may be, staff or student. The union's funded to look after your interests, and it's important that you should be able to hold it to account. I also want to make sure the SU is increasingly more visible within Solent. Most people don't know where it is, who to talk to when they need help. This needs to change. We've had training to do a radio show with Radio Sonar, so me and Ro are going to be doing a weekly Wednesday show called R&R. I also wanted to ensure that Brexit doesn't have a negative impact on our students. This has been a bit hard because there's actually no official guidance from the government on what's going to happen with students. Brexit's all up a bit in the air, but it is on my radar, and once the Commons vote has gone through, might have a bit more, so that's definitely something I'm looking out for. I also said I wanted to increase lighting in the parks. This is a nightmare. The council are cutting their budgets, but tried to negate this with the Safe Solent scheme, which is on a trial basis up until the end of January. I'm really happy with it. It's gone down really well with you, the students. Yeah, and I'm also working with a student to try and get some reporting and some stats and stuff. So you might have seen a posting overheard at Solent asking if people felt safe in those parks, and overwhelmingly people said they didn't feel safe in the parks. So I'm definitely still working on that. I also said there was going to be SU presence at all the freshers events. There was. I did say there was going to be the ice bus at Big Night Out. However, the council owns that and they've sold it off. So I've spent lots of time getting the Safe Solent scheme through all the various holes it needed to go through, in talks with the university to try and get them to help fund it as well. I'm also helping to lead a democracy review. So at the start of the year there was a referendum to add in more officers, which passed overwhelmingly with 92% of people approving it. I'm currently also reviewing what's called our Memonarts. In effect, it's a constitution which says what we can do, what happens in this scenario, etc, etc. So we're making changes for that. One of the outcomes of that is that we are creating a new student board, which is potentially going to be called Exec Board. I don't really like the name of that, but if you've got any suggestions, please tell us. That's going to comprise of the CEO and the Sabbatical Officers and any student officer with who's related to what we're going to be talking about. Also managed to secure some additional money for the mental health teams, so they've got money now to redecorate their waiting room up on the 3rd floor of RM. We've also started talking to the Vice Chancellor's group about where the mental health team is actually going to be stationed permanently. Everyone seems to think that the 3rd floor is much better. I think it's much better up on the 3rd floor too. We're going to be redecorating all the rooms up there. The SABs, all of the SABs are going to get involved in that as well. There's lots of stuff that I could go into, however, I'm probably running a bit overboard on this, so see you later.